Hello, thank you so much for rejoining and subscribing to my channel if you're interested, or liking this channel. So I did a video prior to this one that I'm making now, and the prior video was about your vibe, and your thoughts, your brain, all right, your personal power. So I didn't want to rush and go into another topic without fully elaborating on the importance of vibration and your thoughts and your consciousness. I want you to fully understand what vibration is, and I want you to fully understand the way you can use your mind and how it's going to help the process with utilizing the law of attraction. Okay? So I did a lot of research on top of experience, and this is definitely going to enlighten you some more before we move on. All right? So vibration, we all know that that's energy, correct? So we discussed before that everything is energy. This plant, this, and myself, and everything is indeed energy. All right? So it's not a new idea. You can definitely study this. You can look it up. It's something that is just by nature. We are all and everything is energy. So you have heard about Albert Einstein when he mentioned, what did he mention? He said E equals mc squared. Now, what that means, now this is a genius, okay? And I know there's probably other people out there who think he's overrated, but I can guarantee that you're not thinking on his level, and you're taking selfies and doing who knows what with your life. But that's not to discourage or be mean or to talk down. That's just stating don't ever underqualify someone who is pretty much overqualified. So E equals mc squared is mass and light that equals energy. All right, so I want you to also look that up. E equals mc squared. That is the identification process of everything within the universe and what it is, what it equals up to. Mass, light, energy. All right, so energy can be found in the physical realm, it can be found in the non-physical realm, it can be found in the mental realm, it can be found in the spiritual realm, because we've already noted that everything is energy. All right, also you want to remember that your body started off as an organ, right? And then cells, molecules, and atoms, and then energy. So remember, we are not only our bodies, we are intricate design of a cellular base that is emitting and transmitting and receiving information and relaying information. So that obviously has to lead you to believe that we are more than what our physical senses are experiencing right now. All right, so now that you know that everything is broken down into pure energy, okay, I wanted to also note on something that I wrote. So everything that you can feel, touch with your physical senses, is actually energy molecules vibrating at a faster rate of production. You see, it's moving, energy is moving. So it depends on how the energy manifests, depending on the rate of speed that energy is moving. Okay, so this table is solid, and we know this because we could feel this with our physical senses of touch. So therefore, that must mean that this energy is moving at a very fast rate, morphing and manifesting this into matter. Okay? And if you don't understand, leave a comment and I'll definitely email you, and we'll talk more on the matter of energy. Right, so the level of your vibration would be measured and determined by your emotions. We spoke of that earlier before. We did state that your vibrations are your emotions, all right? So the level of your vibration would be based off of your emotions, determining how you're feeling. So you can definitely know when you're on the high track of manifestation, on a high vibration, just based off of the way you feel. And we did mention in the other video that you need to pay attention with the way that you're feeling, okay? All right, great. So now, the higher the energy, the higher the vibration, and the higher the attraction. That's why I thought it was important for me to break down energy and what vibration is, and the importance of keeping in tune with your emotional sensations. All right, this will help you know when you are manifesting something good or manifesting something negative. Okay, so we talked about vibration and energy. So these are the 3 foundations in this video. We're talking about the 3 foundations that make up the law of attraction. Okay, and it's based off of, what did I put? Energy, thought, and action. Because your vibration is your energy, and your thoughts play a role with your emotions, and your action, of course, which are the results that you're going to receive. So, anyone want to know how to raise your vibration? Do you want to know how to vibrate on a higher frequency so that you can receive higher frequency vibrations as far as the things that you desire? First, you have to seek a higher level of consciousness. You have to seek a higher level of conscious awareness. So you have to study your physiology. Now, this is really important for me to break down, yet again, for you to really understand. The importance of the 3 components of your consciousness are subconscious, conscious, and superconscious, okay? So your superconscious is all. Your conscious is knowing, and your subconscious is omnipotent, all right? So as I noted, the subconscious is your power, but it's an indirect power. I take that back. It's not indirect. It is directed, but it's directed through a force, which is your consciousness. So your subconscious only does what it's told. As far as like switching on a light switch and the electricity revealing itself, it was directed by what? Your thoughts. Okay, so consciousness is the impression that you receive based off of your feelings and emotions that's going to affect your subconscious, all right? Your subconscious is the one that's delivering, all right? All those experiences you're experiencing, it's through your subconscious. So now that you know that subconscious is based on a directive, conscious is the one that's sending the information so that subconscious can be directed and relays you what information it's picked up from the conscious. Now we have superconscious, and superconscious is very important. Like, we're not even vibrating on the levels of our superconscious, but we will be. There's already energies in the planet that's changing our solar system, and it's happening at a high vibratory speed, and it's having an effect on our intelligence, okay? So our super intelligence. So superconscious is your divine design, okay? That's your ultimate potential. That's everything that you are and the reason that you have come into existence. It's your place of all knowledge, okay? It's the information center, okay? And we want to tap into that information center. It really helps us when we do that. It helps us in many ways, but we're not going to go deep into that just yet, because I want you to understand the importance of knowing the 3 components of consciousness, okay? So to repeat myself, you have your what? Number 1, subconscious. You have your number 2, conscious. And you have your number 3, superconscious. And how I like to view it is superconscious is all, conscious is knowing, and subconscious is omnipotent. Subconscious is a directive. Conscious is an impression on the directive, and superconscious is the information sent to the conscious that's sent to the subconscious, if you understand what I mean. So it's a program. It's kind of like the way the nervous system works. I don't know if you know about the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Those are bodies broken down. Those are communication systems that are broken down within a unit. And so that's how I'd like you to see your conscious levels as a unit, all right? So now, other ways to raise your energy and vibration is through the foods that you eat. Now I know, here we go, we're talking about diet. I know, I hear it all the time. Look, it's very important for you to eat organic, raw fruits and vegetables and to lay off of the meat. The meat isn't good for the digestive system. In fact, it slows it down if you know about the research, and it actually slows everything down in the body because the digestive system is working so hard to digest that meat. Therefore, in return, your body is not functioning at its highest level of productivity. Okay? So you want to make sure that most of your foods are not cooked all the time. Cooking actually desensitizes the food even more. And I know it's really hard to do this, but however you possibly can, start the process of elimination in your diet. No more processed food, no more fast food. Just stick to organic, raw, and see the dramatic effects that it has on your mental clarity, all right? And your perception. It's vivid, trust me. I'm on it myself, and it's beautiful. My skin is glowing. I'm very lean and toned. Of course, you have to use physical exercise as well. Physical exercise is actually the third thing we're going to talk about in order to raise your energy, your vibrations. When you are physically exercising your bodies are secreting hormones that give you a happy feeling that help you manage the discomfort and uncomfortable circumstances in your life. So it's a stress reduction. It's very, very good for your blood circulation. Exercising has so many wonderful components that I'm not going to delve into because I'm sure you can definitely research the importance of exercising. All right, 4. This will help raise your positive vibrations as well. You want to make sure you're having positive thoughts and actions and intentions. That's a big, 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 big thing. Now, there are people in your perceived state of reality that may not be positive. Maybe in the workforce, they might not be so positive, or maybe in your family, they may not be so positive. What you can do to combat that energy and transmute it into a more positive effect is by reciprocating with positivity. So, for example, someone says, I'm having such a bad hair day. My whole day is a mess. I don't feel good. I'm so tired. You know what my boss said? This is what you can do. Find the good in their situation for them, and then repeat that good so that they can hear it. And then, because like attracts like, in return, the answer will be more of a positive light. So you can say, oh, don't worry, your hair doesn't look bad at all. I know it might have seemed like an effort for you to do your hair today. And I know that at work, you may seem overwhelmed, and bosses sometimes get into their moods, but we all do. You're alive, and you're working, and you're making an income, and you're supporting yourself, and that's wonderful. Just take it one day at a time. It'll blow over. So saying something like that towards someone who has said something negative will change it. It will transmute the energy, and it won't touch you. So this is something I'm working on. I'm not 100% perfect, but the knowledge that I know based off of the experiences encourage me to do these things, to keep on receiving positivity, all right? So that will raise your vibration. Positive words at all times. Sometimes when I'm laying in my bed, or when I'm cooking, or when I'm doing regular things, I just say success, abundance, joy, happiness. I say these things, and it's like an instant uplifter. Mood uplifter. You definitely must incorporate positive words and phrases, positive actions, and positive intentions into your existence to raise your vibratory field and to attract more of that which you speak. All right? Great. So there's so many other ways to raise your vibration, but I've only given you the foundation. And first, you need to understand the foundation. So since you're a beginner, or maybe not a beginner, but maybe you need to backtrack, focus on these things, these 4 things that I've mentioned. So number 1, to reiterate, seek a higher level of consciousness. Seek a higher level of conscious awareness. That'll raise your vibration. And in the box of seeking a higher level of conscious awareness, make sure you know the knowledge of your conscious mind so that you can know how to control it better. Because if you do not know the knowledge of your conscious mind, you're like a chicken with its head cut off, running around trying to figure out what steps to take here and what steps to take there and what action to take here and what action to take there. So you have to make sure you know the 3 components of your conscious mind, okay? And that was number 2. Actually, that was a part of number 1. And number 2 was to eat healthy, all right? Organic, raw fruits, vegetables if you can. no meat, okay?